All right, well, it's almost New Year's. Here in Thailand, it'll be New Year in about another 7 or 8 hours. It's New Year's Eve right now, and we had a busy week this past week. We finished all of our Christmas celebrations and had a wonderful time. Good time in Pakistan with people we're partnering with there and here in Bangkok as well.
Our Christmas was put off a little bit because at midnight Christmas Eve, William was very sick, and he was sick all through Christmas Day and part of the next day. So we didn't have our Christmas meal until Sunday.
He managed to drag himself downstairs enough to open some presents, though.
But he was not the typical thing about himself. Bless his heart. Even before he went to bed, he gave me a big hug and he said, "I'm sorry I ruined your Christmas." I said, "No, you didn't ruin Christmas. It was just a low-key one."
The funny thing is, last year I was sick on Christmas Day. I mean, really sick.
Yeah.
I don't think I got out of bed Christmas Day. And so it was his turn. I guess next year.
I already warned him Christmas Day, you better be ready to cook next year because I will be sick, I guess.
So we had just a really good, it's so busy. I mean, we had a really good time. It was just so busy. And I'm glad to have made it through Christmas and that everything went well. And I do want to thank everybody who helped with Christmas expenses, but also praying and just being a part of all that went on. I guess maybe Gwen can throw some pictures in of some of the stuff. On Saturday, I got invited to an engagement party, which, you know, Pakistanis will find any reason at all to have a party. So a couple got engaged, so we have a party. And then when they get married, before they get married, they'll have a party. The wedding takes 3 days. And so anyway, we had, it was a nice deal. I think that's when William still wasn't well.
Yes, I had to miss that party to stay home with William, but
I went by myself to that one, and first question out of everybody's mouth was, "Where's Miss Gwen?" You know, I don't really know if they appreciate me or not, but they sure missed Gwen when she wasn't there. And so we did that, or I did that on Saturday. And then just regular ministry all this week. We've been very busy. Gwen had a good group in her ladies' Bible study.
Yes, and we've continued an in-depth study of the Christmas story. So I taught about the shepherds last night, and next Tuesday I'll end it with up through the wise men, story of the wise men. So
tonight we have our prayer meeting. It'll be our last prayer meeting of the year. And I've never said anything about this, but we have this deal we do on the last Wednesday of each month. We call it our praise and worship meeting, but it's nothing like praise and worship in the States. It is actually one Wednesday a month where everybody in the meeting says something that they're grateful for or thankful for, and a short testimony maybe, or they'll sing a song, just a song where it might be an important song to them, or they'll share a Bible verse that's important to them. But we try to get everybody involved. You know, in our prayer meetings every single Wednesday, we're asking God for things. And I thought it was just good one time a month just to come together and thank God for it and to really praise Him and really worship Him. And so we've been doing that the last Wednesday of each month for almost 6 years. And now everybody enjoys it. And that's our longest Wednesday prayer meeting of the month. It usually goes a couple of hours. And
which this year it happens to fall on New Year's Eve, so that's pretty incredible.
And so they'll be thanking God. And remember, these are refugees that are asylum seekers and refugees. In many cases, have had a set of just terrible events happen to them. But we can always be grateful. We can always be grateful. And one thing I try to tell them regularly is that we have a country, even if you don't live in Pakistan where you were born. We have a country because we're believers, and we have a king, and we have a government, and we're going to be there someday. And so that's something to be thankful for. And like I say, that's one of our best meetings that we have of the month. All right, what to pray about next week?
A good beginning to the new year.
I think we're still in shock from the last couple of weeks. We just have regular ministry lined up for next week. In 2 weeks, we'll be going to extend our visa. So be in prayer about that. But as far as prayer requests, just I pray that William can stay healthy.
Yes.
And that Gwen doesn't get sick. And we'll just keep on chipping away at it. Thank you all for your faithful support, and thank you for praying for us, and Happy New Year.